Hey everybody. Um, this video is going to be more like a Q&A. I've gotten a lot of messages stating, oh, you're not a survivalist, you're not a prepper, you're never in the woods making shelters and building fires or showing us your tactical gear. That don't make a, um, a survivalist or a prepper. I don't claim to be either, or a homesteader or a bushcrafter. I'm not an expert in any fields whatsoever, because being an expert means you know everything, and there's nobody who knows everything. So therefore, there's no experts out there. Um, Law enforcement, military, they're always training. They're always learning new stuff. They're not experts. They're always learning something new. Doctors, always learning something new. But I wasn't going to make a video like this because I actually find the messages funny, but because I'm not out in the woods um, making a fire or making a lean-to or using my tarp to make a shelter, I'm not a survivalist, or I don't show everybody all my preps, and I'm not a prepper, or I don't have all my Molly web gear military style stuff on. I'm not a survivalist. Question: when you watching either my channel or other YouTube channels, do you have your laptop or your phone or your tablet? Are you out in the woods watching this? No, you're not. You're in your home. I mean, I spend a great deal of my time out in the woods, either working or hunting or trapping. If I'm out here working and a thought pops into my mind about a video, yeah, I'll sit down and make one out in the woods because it's peaceful. But watch this, guys. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me walk right here. Here we go. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm out in the woods. I'm covered up. Now, guess what? Am I a survival expert now? Give me a break. Um, if somebody wants to know how to make a fire, if you don't know how to make a fire by now, or a shelter by now, you want to learn that stuff, there's thousands of videos on YouTube. Go watch them or go join the Cub Scouts or the Boy Scouts. They'll teach you. Survival is not how to make fires or shelters. Yes, it is involved in that, but it's not the number one point. Survival is using your knowledge and the gear you have to make it out of a bad situation. No, I don't show all my prepping stuff or my bug out locations or all my weapons. No, I do not. Because frankly, it's none of your business what I have. Just like it's none of my business what you have. That's just the way it is. Everybody says, oh, you put your face out there and your name. So, I'm not worried about it. You know, I have nothing to hide. So, therefore, I have nothing to worry about. It's funny. Yeah, I teach classes, and I do not give out certificates because a certificate is a waste of time. Why give out certificates? It's just a piece of paper with writing on it. My certificates are after I teach you something. Then again, you might teach me something. You might bring up something. Hey, Mike, why don't you do this or this way? It might be an easier, quicker way because I'm always learning. I'm wanting to learn. My certificate is when you leave my class at the end of the day or at the end of the weekend, you have the knowledge. Because a paper certificate can get lost, tore, burnt, shredded, whatever. The knowledge that you receive, you have it forever. Forever. So these guys that, get out here and they, oh, come to my class, I'll give you your certificate. Why do they have the right to give out certificates? What makes them so special? I can't understand that. Now, granted, if you're in military or law enforcement or a EMT or a doctor or something like that, and yeah, you get your certificates and it tells you achieve. Having a survival certificate, yeah, I'd much rather have the knowledge to succeed than a piece of paper. And another thing, no, I do not have no sponsors. No, I do not. No, I don't have a store where I can sell you a canteen and a stainless steel water bottle for $60 and tell you it's the best because I designed it. Piss on that. There's no way I'd spend $60 on a damn canteen and a water bottle. I don't give a shit if it's lined in gold, because 9 times out of 10 you might drop it, you might lose it. Anything could happen to it. Just like knives. Everybody's pushing, go out and buy this knife and that knife, spend $80, $90. Why? It's so it can break, you can lose it. Anything could happen to it. Get the stuff that works for you. I mean, if it's a $10 knife, or hell, if it's a $3 butcher knife that you find at the flea market, if that's what you like and it works for you, get it. Piss on this brand name stuff just because so-and-so says you need this, or this YouTube channel says you need that. Why? They're just selling. They're selling for themselves and they're selling for their sponsors. That's BS. I don't buy into that. This is not my job. This is something I enjoy doing. My job is to clear land of fallen trees, cut and sell firewood, carpentry work, stuff like that. That's my job. This right here, it is an enjoyment. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy reading every comment, good or bad. I enjoy seeing the thumbs up or the thumbs down, because people, if they thumb up it, they like it, they're enjoying it. Then if a thumbs down, somebody watched it and they thinking, no, that's not how I do it. That's cool. I don't want you to mimic me because I'm no expert. Wait a minute, I take that back. I am an expert in a couple of things. I'm an expert in being a #1 asshole. That I am. #1. #2, I'm an expert in making babies because I got 6 kids. So I think I got that down pretty good. But anyway, don't be a sheep. Yes, watch the channels, watch mine, watch whoever's channel. You can learn stuff. And I hope and I pray that whatever I'm saying, you guys, you take it and say, okay, he says this, but why, let's do this, maybe to make it easier on me, and do it. And if it's easier for you, man, that's cool. But it's so funny, I'm not a survivalist. I'm not a prepper. No, I'm me. Do I have knowledge on survival and prepping? Yes. Homesteading? No, I'm not a homesteader. I don't have that knowledge on homesteading. Am I a bushcrafter? Nope. I refuse to take 2 sticks and rub together for a fire when I can go and buy a lighter or a ferro rod or a magnesium strip or matches or something like that. Sorry, that's not me. Am I one of these guys that knows everything about wild and edible plants? Nope, I'm learning. Have I tried my wild and edible plants? Yes, I've made dandelion tea, blackberry tea, stuff like that. Wild onions, they're good in soups and beans and stuff like that. Yes, I've tried it. Because I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, do this and do that, and me not try it. I'm not that type of person. I would, if I tell you to do something, I've done it, and it's either worked for me or it hasn't worked for me. But, so I am not claiming to be an expert survivalist, an expert prepper, or anything like that. I'm just on here telling you guys my opinion. Yes, I have classes, and no, I do not give out certificates. The certificate is the knowledge you receive. Nobody can take it away. It can't get lost, can't get destroyed. I'm not out here trying to sell you guys anything. I'm not asking for no money. I'm just doing this because I really enjoy it. It's fun, and I really enjoy it, and I really appreciate the people who watches and who subscribes and who don't. If you don't subscribe, that's cool. If you still want to watch my channel, that's cool. But don't be buffaloed by these other channels out there because they're out in the middle of the woods. They got a tarp set up or a lean-to, and they're sitting there talking to you. That don't make them an expert. They are no experts on TV or YouTube. There's no such thing as an expert, because an expert knows everything. Nobody in this world knows everything. You're always learning something new. And if somebody comes at you saying, I'm an expert, they're full of shit. Plain and simple. Stay away from them, because they're going to get you hurt or killed, or are going to give you some bad advice. That's my opinion. So you can take it with a grain of salt or flush it down the commode. That's your choice. But it's funny, and it's funny the messages I get. Just because, no, I don't have tactical molly gear. Why in the hell do I need that? No, I don't have a $5,000 AR-15. Why do I need that? I'm not the type of person who will spray and pray, dropping 30 or 60 or 90 rounds of ammo in a damn minute. That's not me. I'm sort of like a one-shot type of person. If I can't get you in one shot, I'm not going to sit there and waste 90 rounds of ammunition trying to get you. I bide my time. So, anyway, guys, I hope this answered the question. Like I said, it's kind of funny. I'm going to get back to work, and I'll probably have another video later on today or tomorrow. But everybody, you guys stay safe, keep preparing, and have fun. Bye, guys.